Naon? ঠিক, ঠিক। warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Welcome to the Honorable Bapak Dr. Haji Uus Toharudin MPD, the Honorable Bapak Dr. Andes Dindin MZM MPD, the Honorable Bapak Dr. Andes M. Musadat Abdul Aziz MPDI.
The Honorable Ibu Yuke Isyanti SS, the Honorable Mrs. Busro Edferry, and also welcome to all audience and students.
Welcome to the Honorable Ibu Dr. Hajah Dini Riani MM. First of all, we would like to thank God for His blessing us so we can participate in these occasions with the best health and high spirit. It's a great pleasure that our Studio General today would contribute a lot of benefit for us.
Allow me to read our agenda. The first one is opening, being done by me. The second one is reciting the Holy Quran by Bapak Adi Rustandi SPD MPD and will be translated by Ibu Frilia Santika SPD MPD. The third one is speech from Bapak Dr. Haji Uus Toharudin MPD. The fourth one is speech from Mrs. Busro Edferry, and the last one is closing. Let's open our Stadium General by reciting Basmalah together.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Ladies and gentlemen, we will continue to the next agenda is reciting the Holy Quran by Bapak Adi Rustandi MPD and will be translated by Ibu Frilia Santika. To Bapak Adi Rustandi and Ibu Frilia Santika, the time is yours.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. A'udzu billahi minasy syaithanir rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Ya ayyuhalladzina amanu taqullah wa qulu qawlan sadida yuslih lakum a'malakum wa yaghfir lakum dhunubakum wa man yuti'illaha wa rasulahu faqad faza fawzan azima. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Ya ayyuhan nasu inna khalaqnakum min dzakarin wa untha وَجَعَلْنَاكُمْ شُعُوبًا وَقَبَائِلَ لِتَعَارَفُوا إِنَّ أَكْرَمَكُمْ عِندَ اللَّهِ أَتْقَاكُمْ alimun khabir. Sadaqallahul Azim.
In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. O you who have believed, fear Allah and speak words of appropriate justice. He will then amend for you your deeds and forget you your sins. And whoever obey Allah and His Messenger has certainly attained a great attainment. In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. O mankind, indeed we have created you from male and female and made you peoples and tribes that you may know one another. Indeed, the most noble of you, the sight of Allah, is the most righteous of you. Indeed, Allah is knowing and acquainted. Praise Allah with all His word.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you to Bapak Adi Rustandi and Ibu Frilia Santika.
Well, we continue to speak from the Dean of Faculty of Teacher Training Education, who will officially open the Stadium General. To Bapak Dr. Haji Ustaharuddin MPD, the time is yours.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Subhanallah walhamdulillah wa la ilaha illallah Allahu akbar. Sallallahu ala Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Sallallahu ala Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Sallallahu ala Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. First of all, I would like to thank you to my colleagues, Mr. Darta as Vice Dean of Academic Affairs, Mrs. Dini Riani as Vice Dean of Treasury and Human Resources Affairs, and Mr. Dindin as Vice Dean of Students Affairs. To Ivy League, it's been a honor. Thank you for the support. To all the teachers of Faculty of Teacher Training and Education of Pasundan University, thank you very much. Also, I would like to thank to Mr. Musadad Abdul Aziz for all the effort to hold this occasion every year. To Ms. Busra Edrawi, as the native speakers in this occasion, thank you for your time and support. English is an international language, so we are obliged to know and to understand English. We are faced with English in our daily lives. It cannot be denied. Language is not only understood, written, but also spoken, and so is English. So attain this, we hold in English learning throughout an occasion student stadium general, which is held every year, attended by students of Faculty of Teacher Training and Education of Pasundan University, year 2018 and 2019. This is a very important occasion because here students can obtain, can learn, can understand how English is used in many aspects. Hopefully, through this occasion, students of Faculty of Teacher Training and Education can understand more about the importance of English and use it in daily lives. Thank you very much for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, Bapak Dr. Haji Ustoharidin, MPD, who has given the speech and officially opened the Stadium Jenderal.
For documenting this program, we would like to invite Bapak Dr. Haji Ustoharidin, MPD, Ibu Hajah Dini Riani, and Bapak Dindin, also Bu Yuke Isyanti and Mrs. Busra Edrowi to take a pictures for a while. And also please to Bapak Musayat Abdul Aziz, MPD ini, to accompany all the honorable guests. Thank you so much for all the honorable guests, and have a seat, please. Ladies and gentlemen, now it's time to Mrs. Busra Edrowi to share her knowledge and also her experiences.
Well, the discussion will be guided by Dr. Ismail Husni, MBA MPD DIPOL, to Mrs. Busro Edrowi, Ibu Yuke Isyanti SS, Dr. Ismail Husni, MBA MPD DIPOL, and Bapak Husni Tamrin SS MH. The time is yours.
SC 1 2 oke yes. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Auzubillahiminasyaitonirrajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Wassalatu wassalamu ala asyrofil anbiya'i wal mursalin wa ala alihi washabihi ajmain. Amma ba'du. Ladies and gentlemen, today has got to be the happiest day of my life because today we have very special guest from Morocco. Morocco is somewhere in Africa, and majority people are also like in our country. Here, our speaker name is Busro. Let me see her CV first. To introduce them to all of you. Her full name is Busro Edrawi. Of course, he was born in Morocco. Her education background is undergraduate in Morocco, master degree and doctor degree in Indonesian University of Education, or UPI, Indonesia. So it seems to us that she has been living in Indonesia for several years to finish her study, master and doctor degree. And she also has some other experiences in teaching outside university in some courses. As he also has a background in Germany. Do you speak Germany? Yeah. Okay. Okay. By the way, how long have you been living in Indonesia? How long have you been living here in
I've
Bandung?
been living in Indonesia for 4 years.
4 years.
Yeah, since 2016.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, in master degree?
Yes, I've got my master degree at Universitas Pendidikan Indonesia.
Mm-hmm.
I've graduated last year,
Okay.
2019. And just this semester, I started my PhD program,
Oh,
English
okay.
education.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, majority teachers in Indonesia are graduated from Indonesian University too.
Excuse me, Pa?
Yeah.
Yes.
Majority our teacher in Bandung graduated from the university too.
Yes.
Because Indonesian University of Education are one of the famous in Indonesia.
Yeah, as I heard, it's ranked the first university of education as it's the best one in
Okay.
Indonesia.
Yeah. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, our speaker also has some experiences in teaching outside the university in some courses and also in some organization. With that further, let's invite and give big applause to our speaker today, Busro Edrawi. And the floor is yours.
Thank you, Pa. Thank you so much for your invitation. And thank you for Universitas Pasundan for inviting me to be a speaker in this occasion. I'm grateful. I'm happy to be here with you today. And welcome to the students that are watching us today. I hope you will learn something beneficial with us.
Okay. So what do you want to talk today?
Yeah, so today's topic is about how to improve our English skills, including listening, writing, reading, and speaking. Yeah, so mostly the presentation I mean for the students Indonesian students that are willing to learn English, and we are here to motivate them and tell them why they should learn English, why it's so important.
Okay, it seems very interesting for our students, of course. Okay, without further, the floor is yours, please.
Thank you, Pa.
Yes.
Okay, good morning, everyone. I'm Bushra Edrawi. I'm from Morocco. It's a country in North Africa. My mother tongue actually is not English. Our first language in Morocco is Arabic. So here I'm a student in Indonesia. It's been like 4 years that I've studied here at Universitas Pendidikan Indonesia. I'm majoring in education, English education. So I'm a teacher also of English, and I'm here today to share some tips for you students that will help you to improve your English skills, including writing, reading, speaking, and listening. As you know all, English is a very important language nowadays. It's an international language, so it's really important for us to learn English, that it can open us wide doors, and it can help us in our education and future goals and career as well. Yeah. Okay. By the way, you can join us in Instagram. Our Instagram account is Ivy League Bandung. I will spell for you so you can take a note. It's IVYLEAGUAEBG Bandung. Yes, you can follow us in Instagram account so you can learn more interesting things with us concerning English language. Yes, so pay attention to the presentation, guys. I would like you to be a bit interactive with me today. And at the end of this presentation, you will get the chance to ask a few questions. And we will have here some presents for you, for those who ask good questions. Okay, so stay tuned. Yeah. Thank you for your patience with us, students. We are dealing with some technical issues. You know, today's technology is not helping much. Actually, it helps, especially during the pandemic, as we're required to stay at home and have our classes and work from home. So our first year in this pandemic is technology. So it helps us to get connected and to keep being active and interactive with others. Like the teaching and learning never stops. And thanks to the technology that helps us. So, but sometimes we get like have to deal with some technical issues. So just be patient with us today if we experience such things. Yes. Okay, so firstly, we would talk about, okay. Yeah. Excuse us for a while, please. Yes, of course. You have to be active because we have some prizes for you at the end of the session. The first three students who ask good questions, they will, yeah, OVO prize is about 50,000 rupiah. And the rest, 7 students will get a voucher of 25,000 rupiah. And also you have to follow us in Instagram account, and the followers, we will choose 2 followers, 2 new followers of our Instagram account to get also a voucher. Yes. Yes, please, next. Next. Yes, so if you look at the picture, it's written there, Living Languages in 2020. Look at the picture or at the map, how many languages are they? Can you count them? They are uncountable, as we have a lot of languages around the world, many hundreds or even thousands of languages and dialects. Do we speak all of them? We cannot. There are many and we cannot learn all of them. But there is one language that unites all of us. Everywhere you go around the world, you need one language to contact and to connect with everyone. You know what was that language, what I'm talking about? You can get that. Okay, next, please. And the languages there are in Asia, Africa, Europe, America, and around the world. Yeah, just move on, please. Yes. So let's watch this video together and see what we learn from there. Yes. Yes, the video, please, before. Yeah, before that. No, the video just after the map that I showed, there is a video there. Yes, this one. Just click on it, please. Yes. Yeah. Okay, seems that our video is not working. But I'll give you a summary of what is in the video. So the video actually, I have there few people from around the world, from Palestine, from Morocco, from Namibia, which is in Africa, from Tunisia, it's also an African country, and from Laos. And so those people are coming from different countries and they talk like many languages. Some of them talk 2 languages, some of them 3, and even 4 languages. So if you can see at the graph, yes, the number of the students or the people, I mean, the participants in this video, they are 9, the number is 9. And look at the languages written down. We have English, French, Arabic, Tajik language, Filipino, Albanian, Russian, German, and Malagasy. Malagasy is the language that is spoken in Madagascar. So among those 9 participants, only 1 speaks Malagasy, only 1 speaks German, and not much, just the basic. And 1 of them speaks Russian, 1 of them speaks Albanian, 1 of them speaks Filipino, and 1 of them speaks Tajik. Arabic, 5 out of 9 speak Arabic, which is also an important language. And 3 of the participants speak French also. In some countries, French is an official language, not native, not a mother tongue, but just an official language, like Morocco. And here, if you see at the graph, English is ranked the first language that is spoken by the 9 participants. Means all of them, the common language that they have all is English. Some of them speak 1 language, some of them 2, but all of them speak 1 language, which is, I mean, the common language between them is English. Why? In your opinion, why everyone can speak English? And they are from different parts of the world. They are not native speakers. They are not from USA. They are not from UK or Australia. They are from Africa, from Morocco, from Asia, but they can speak English. Why? There is a reason behind this. Okay, you know the reason, I think. Okay, would you please move next? Okay, so if you see again at the graph, there are some most spoken languages around the world. And again, some of the first languages, there is English, Mandarin, Spanish, French. And of course, English remains the first language, the most spoken language. And when I say the most spoken, it doesn't mean that a lot of native speakers, like it has a lot of native speakers. No, for English, it has like not that much native speakers, but there are a lot of like another or other learners. They learn English as a first language. I mean, as a first foreign language or a foreign language. For example, in Morocco, English is not our mother tongue, and it's not our official language. I've studied English when I was at junior high school. I was like 15 years old, so it's not that young though. Okay, so you know, now you see how many people around the world that speak English, and wherever you go, certainly you will find at least one that can speak English, and you will not get lost when you go somewhere if you can speak English. Maybe if you go to Morocco and you cannot speak Arabic, which is our mother tongue, don't be worried. If you can speak English, you can make it. Okay, next, please. Okay, so now let's talk about some countries that speak English. I mean, here we have United States. Of course, English is a native language there. United Kingdom, Canada, Australia, Dominicana, and New Zealand. All these countries, and not all of them, I mean, I took just few countries that they speak English as a first language. It's their mother tongue. But besides this, there are other countries that speak English as a foreign language. Would you please, next, please? Yes. Yes, so among the countries that have English as an official language, we have Tanzania, Uganda. These countries are in Africa. And Botswana, India, Singapore, our neighbor country here in Indonesia, Pakistan. So here, these countries have English as an official language, not really first or mother language. Yes, and if you see many countries, even though they have their own dialects and languages, but they still get English as an official language. Of course, there are a lot of reasons behind that, like economic reasons, politics, business, etc., and technology as well. Okay, if you see again there, the estimation of world's inhabitants is about 7.5 billion. Who speaks English as a native, or who speaks English in general, is 1.5 billion, which is a big number. And 360 million, which is 20% of the inhabitants or of the speakers of English, are native speakers. So only 20% of speakers of English are native speakers. The rest, which is 80%, are learners of English, which is their second or foreign language, as in Indonesia. Okay. So why English is an important language? English is important because it's the language of technology. It's an international language. It's a global language. All the technology applications are in English. That's why if you want to use any technology device, you need to operate it using English language. Also, English is a language of science. You students, you are required to write papers, right? You are required to write theses. What language you will use to write this thesis or papers? I think it should be English. And a lot of journals and papers that we find available in the internet, most of them are written in English. If you want to gain much knowledge, a lot of references, you need to be able to read and to understand English. That's a big reason for you, especially you students. That's a big motivator for you to learn and to get motivated to study English hard. Also, English is a language of trade. Around the world, we have countries that do trading business. It's the language of business. If you want to open a business, you need English. And countries that are ahead, I mean, economically, they use English too because it's the common language. I mean, it's the language that connects all the countries around the world. Yeah, one more thing, students, you are required here at Universitas Pasundan to sit for proficiency test, which is TOEFL or IELTS. I believe most of the students are required to sit for that test, even though they are not from English major. If you don't sit for that test and if you don't get a good score, you may not pass, right? You may not graduate. And this is a very important reason for you to study very hard, to get a score and to pass your exams. One more thing is for job. You know, if you can speak English, you can get a bonus. Like, yes, you can have other skills like computing, designing, etc. But if you speak only Bahasa Indonesia, is not enough. You may get hired, but someone who can speak English, he gets a bonus. He gets more chances to get hired and to get a good salary. Most of the students are interested to study abroad. You know, I came to Indonesia in 2016. I came for a program. It's a non-degree program. It's not for masters. It's a non-degree program to study Bahasa Indonesia and Budaya, which is culture. So I was planning to come to Indonesia to study Indonesian language. But you know, amongst the requirements, they asked me to submit my TOEFL test, my TOEFL score. I was like, why? Like, I'm going to study Bahasa, why I need English? But yes, if you want to go abroad to study, you need, like, wherever you go, even if you go to Morocco, which is the mother tongue of Morocco is Arabic, so not even English, but you need to take a TOEFL or IELTS test. If you want to go to any country, you need to have a TOEFL and or IELTS score, which a good score, I mean. And I believe most of you are interested to study abroad, and this is a big reason for you to study and to improve your English skills. How to improve our English skills? Yeah, we can take notes. For example, while reading, we can take notes. We can, for example, okay, don't stop much on the vocabulary. For example, don't stop yourself there and make it an obstacle to learn. Just take a novel or whatever you like to read, even a newspaper, anything. It doesn't have to be soft. Hard copy is okay. PDF is okay. Just take anything that you can read and try to understand first the context. So don't stop on vocabulary. I don't understand this. That's okay. Firstly, understand from the context. And after that, if you can really understand from the context, then you can use your dictionary to look up the difficult words. Okay? And of course, you have to take notes that you can get back to later on. Okay. Yes. One another tip that you can use, especially while reading, it's read aloud. Yeah, just take anything that you want to read and read it loudly, that you can hear yourself reading. At this very part, you will, practice like two things or using two skills, which is reading, or I mean, you can use your sight, like reading using your eyes, and listening, because you will be listening to your own voice. And you will try to recognize the mistakes you make while reading. I know most of you, when you try to memorize something, when you have any exam and you need to memorize, you memorize it out loud. You read it out loud, not silently. And that helps to learn and to memorize best. Yes, and here on the screen, if you can see, there is a good website. It's called naturalreaders.com. Yeah, you can copy and paste on that website any document or any text that you want to read, and just play it, and you will read it for you so you can hear. And you will see how the words are pronounced. Okay, so you will, okay, this is an example, but maybe unfortunately we cannot browse the internet. Okay, so here you can paste there any doc or any text you want, and then it would be read out loud, and then you will follow, and you will be listening to the words, how they are pronounced, etc. It's a good way for you. It helps you in reading. Yes, next, please. Okay, and don't forget, practice, practice, and practice. If you want to improve anything in life, any skill, you have to practice every day, constantly. If you stop practicing, you will forget, or you will forget. Aspa earlier asked me, can you speak German? I was like, oh, I cannot. I've studied German like 6 years ago, maybe, but I haven't practiced since then. I forgot. I cannot speak anything. Yes, I think it's in my CV because I've studied that for 1 year, but actually I cannot speak because I forgot a lot of things. So that's why you have to practice every day to keep the knowledge that you've learned, and practice makes perfect. Again, practice, practice, and practice. Okay, so for writing, to improve your writing skills, try to write like every day would be good, especially if you can write your diaries. Every night before you go to sleep, try to write your diaries. You keep them, and I mean, you keep your diaries. All of us like want to keep something that we like, that we can get into it like later on, to read our diaries and all the events that happen in our life. That's a good way also to practice our English. Instead of writing it in Bahasa Indonesia, I know also Bahasa is a good language, but try to write it in English. So it's a good way for you to, you can use new vocabulary every time. And that's a good way to practice your writing. Yes. Also, Yes, also chatting in English. I know all of us like chatting using WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook, or any other applications. We chat all day long with our friends, with our family, and all the people we know. Why not just try to chat in English? I'm not asking you to chat with anyone. Maybe you can ask your friends to help you in this matter. Say, okay, my friends, I'm really interested to learn English. Why can we just practice it together? Let's start by chatting in English. That's a good way. And if you have any Facebook groups, like classroom Facebook group, you can use it, that you can chat in it together. And try to use a new vocabulary each time. If someone uses a vocabulary that you don't know, just try to understand it first from the context. If not, look it up at the dictionary. It's important also to keep a dictionary with you in your phone is okay, that you can check from time to time. Yes, next, please. Okay, now how to improve our listening skills. Firstly, most of us love to listen to music. That's also a good way to listen to music. And we can also follow with the lyrics, read the lyrics in front of us and listen to music. Then we can know how to pronounce or how the words are pronounced. We will learn also some phrases. Again, this is a point. It's very important for you guys to learn phrases, not only sticking to words. Just learn phrases as a whole. For example, idioms. It's raining cats and dogs. If you try to translate it, it's not gonna give you any, it has no sense. How it's raining cats and dogs? Like, really? But just try to understand it as a whole, as a phrase. Raining cats and dogs is an idiom that means it's raining heavily. There is a lot of rain. Okay, so it's very important to keep that in mind. Just try to learn phrases and phrasal verbs as well. Okay, one more thing is watch movies, English movies. You can start with subtitles, it's okay. Watch videos in YouTube, TEDx, podcasts, and everything that is related to English. Even news, you can watch news in English language. Once a day, if you give it like 1 hour a day, it would be good. Again, practice, practice, and practice. The more you practice, the more your English gets improved, the more you can use good English in your daily life. I mean, all of the skills actually are related to each other. If you read, it's automatically improving your writing. If you listen to any English, especially from native speakers, because we have a lot of accents around the world, and it's just hard for us sometimes to learn English when we hear a lot of accents. Maybe you can choose one accent that you prefer, maybe British accent, American accent, and then try to listen to native speakers that have American accent, and try also to imitate them. You can use a lot of applications that will help you with that, and try to imitate, just see how they say the words. Okay. Next, please. Yes, one more thing is practice your English every single day. Again, consistency. You have to practice it every single day with your friends, with your neighbors, with your teachers, with your family members. Okay, some of us may say, maybe I'm an introverted person. I'm not much a socialized person, so I don't have friends with whom I can practice English. Or my friends or my family members are not interested to learn English. And maybe I'm also shy to speak English with my friends and my family. Don't worry about this point. If there is no one on earth that you can practice English with, try to stand in front of a mirror and talk to yourself using English, of course. You are not crazy. Trust me. Just try to practice your English that way. Take anything. Maybe you can take a text and just read it in front of a mirror, look into yourself, and using gestures, body language that can help you to foster your English skills. I do this a lot, especially if I have, for example, presentations. I just stand in front of a mirror and I talk to myself. It's a very good way for you guys to practice and to practice your speaking skills mostly or specifically. It doesn't matter if there is no one there for you to help you, you can help yourself by yourself. Okay, if you can see at the picture, I believe all of you know who is that person in the picture. He is Jack Ma. He is Chinese, and he is very famous now with his business. And he's a very rich person. Yes, maybe the richest one in China, right? So yes, but was he born rich person? No. Yes. Okay. So as I heard or as I know, he used to be an English teacher, a teacher of English in China. And he was very interested to learn English. He was really motivated to learn English. What he did, you can read the text. There's a very interesting things there that Mr. Jack Ma did to improve and to ameliorate his English. He said, I got interested in learning English. I rode my bike for 40 minutes every morning. Do you see how much he is motivated? Every morning, he rides his bike. To where? Even if it's raining or snowing. You know there is snow in China, right? Even when it's raining or snowing. He goes to a hotel near the city and Hangzhou in Westlake district. Okay, so why he goes there? Because there are a lot of foreign tourists there. So mainly he goes there to speak with others, to speak with foreigners that can speak English. Maybe they are native speakers of English, or they are just learners of English that can speak good English. So he goes there to learn from them. He rides his bike 40 minutes. And he worked as a guide for them for free. He didn't ask for any money. He just did the guiding for free. So for him to get the chance to interact with them and to learn English from them. Now, we don't need to do all these things. We don't need to ride our bikes or motorcycles for too long when it's raining to interact with someone and to English. We can do this in our places, at home. There are a lot of applications that we can use to chat or to interact with other people from around the world. Now everything is provided. The internet is full of references, of material, of websites, and everything we need. What we need really is not the material. It's the motivation. And I believe there are a lot of reasons for us that makes us should be or must be motivated, as I mentioned before. The English is the language of business, of economy, of technology, of science, of everything. And you need it for your education, for your jobs, if you want to go abroad, just for tourism, I'm not asking you to go for education. Only for tourism, you will need English. It will help you a lot. For me, if for example, I wasn't able to speak any English, I wouldn't be here today in Indonesia. It would be like an impossible mission. And not only me, a lot of other cases. Many students are here in Indonesia. Why? Because they have some skills, they have some abilities to communicate in English. Again, practice, practice, and practice. Next, please. Yes. So talking in front of a mirror is very helpful. Trust me. You should try this one. And you will see how your pronunciation would be improved. Not only language. If you stand in front of a mirror, it will help you in self-confidence, to boost your self-confidence. I know most of us learners of other languages are shy to speak a foreign language of others. We are shy. Maybe we are scared, or we don't want others to laugh at us when we make mistakes. So this comes from lack of self-confidence. What we need to do, besides focusing on improving our language skills, like reading, speaking, writing, and listening, and vocabulary as well, we should work on our self-confidence. Believe in yourself, trust in yourself, know that you can do better, know that you are good. It doesn't matter who laughs at you or who makes jokes on you. Don't care about them. Just be self-confident and practice your English. That's the best way. And as I said, just try that first. If you are not, at the beginning, if you are not that much, confident to talk with others, start first in front of a mirror. You are just the only one there. Okay, look at you and talk to yourself. Start from there. After that, you can go out and interact with others. Okay, you can also record yourself talking. So after recording, or after stop talking, you can get back to the recordings and you can recognize where you made some pronunciation mistakes, for example. Or or grammar mistakes as well. For example, he do. Yeah, when you are talking and you mention like he do, blah, blah, blah. When you go back to the recording, you can recognize that mistake and then you can pay more attention to it later on. Actually, we don't say he do, but he does. Simple present of the verb to do. For he, she, it, we add an es, which is does. Okay, so a recording is very beneficial tip as well that you can use. Okay, and don't forget, of course, the social media platforms. Yes, a lot of social media platforms. As I said, you can, yeah, and I see that most of the Indonesians, or not only Indonesians, actually, mostly teenagers are old now that use TikTok a lot. Actually, I've never used it, but I just saw some videos posted by my friends. And TikTok, it has some pros and cons. It has something positive, and it has also negative sides. For you students, try to use it in a positive side. I saw one of my colleagues use TikTok to sing with the singers. And also for singing, it helps you also to improve or to ameliorate, to boost your speaking skills as well. Okay, and one more thing, I mentioned be confident, and this is very important one. Most of us, when we speak a foreign language, and it's the same for me when I speak, for example, Bahasa Indonesia, and I make some mistakes, like I cannot clearly pronounce some certain words. For example, Bandung. For me, I can never pronounce that clearly when I have any words that have the ng at the end. It's really hard for me to pronounce it. And always apologizing for my mistakes. Oh, sorry, my bahasa is not that good. Oh, sorry. And actually, this is not something that we have to do. Don't never be sorry for making mistakes. Because from making mistakes, it's from there that we learn. If we are shy to make mistakes, we will never learn. Don't be shy. Don't apologize. Make mistakes again and again and again till you learn. And don't care about others that are trying to let you down. Okay. Okay, so as I mentioned, we have a lot of applications that we can use for our English skills. Unfortunately, I cannot really browse. I needed a laptop here in front of me so I can show you some applications. Okay. Okay, there is Duolingo. It's a very famous one that is used for learners of foreign languages, not only English. I used Duolingo when I was trying to learn Spanish, and it helped me. Yeah, it's an application, Duolingo. You can upload it in your phone, and you can use it to improve your any language you want, actually. I'm not sure. Yeah, for me, I use it for Spanish, and it helps a lot. Yeah, they give you some translation. For example, for example, if you wanna learn English, then they give you a sentence in Bahasa, and then you have to write it in English, or a phrase, a certain phrase is not organized, and you have to put the words in an organized way to make a meaningful sentence. And and other things that are there that make it really a good application to use. Yeah, really understand. And you talk also, and there's another application for speaking. It's called Ilsa Speak. Yeah, Ilsa Speak. Yeah, it's a very nice application too. Like they pronounce a word, for example, C, and then they give you some choices. Which one is the correct? Like, for example, you listen first. That's one for listening, to see if you can really recognize which word is that. Mostly they give you just two options, and then you can choose which is the right one. And it's a very good application too. And here we have games, Learn English. I really recommend this application as I'm using it with my students. Games learn English, games to learn English. So I will ask for some help if it's possible to open one of those websites, please. I hope it's possible. So yeah, for example, for me, I use it with my students. Let's say you have to choose a theme. Let's say, for example, food. Okay, then they give you the names of the foods randomly. Like there is a list of food, of the names of the foods that are written there, and then they give you pictures. What you should do is to match the pictures with the words written. Yes. Good. Mm-hmm. Okay, I hope you see the screen. Okay, so would you please click on that one, plate? Yes. Okay, so you can choose any theme of that. Just choose anyone. Food, for example. No, at the bottom. Yes, just choose. Click on it. Yes, good. Okay, so here is another example. Look at the picture and see what she is doing or what he is doing, or what they're doing. It depends. So look at the picture and see if she a female or male, or are they many people like
She
plural? Then we can use they. For here, look at the picture.
is
She's female. And then they give you other options. So you have to choose is or are, the verb to be. After you choose, then they give you other verbs. What she's doing is she's opening or playing or reading or whatever. Then look again at the picture and then you can choose which verb is that matches the picture. Look again at the picture. What do you see? He is a man, right? He is not they or she. He is he. He. Okay, and then they give you is or are. Okay, he. The verb to be, we use is with he, she, and it. Then what he's doing? He is kicking. Kicking what? A mouse, a clock, or a ball? He is kicking a ball. Then you click on it.
a ball.
Etc. Yes. Yeah. I think that's enough for this one. Yeah. Would you please open the next? Yes, please. You reminded me. Yes, please play, please. Oh, again. Okay, would you please just click on one of those pictures? Anyone? Okay. You can click on the sound one at the top, the bill. Okay. I don't hear anything. Okay, so here again in, yes, for this game. Okay, I hope you see the screen now. So there are a lot of words that are written there, and you have to make of them a sentence, a correct, clear sentence. Okay, he's doing what? Okay, he's playing drum or he likes something, etc. And then when you click on a wrong option, then you lose points, you lose a score. And you have to play it a bit fast because you play against time. It's all about time. So you have to make the sentences very quickly. And it's really a good a good game for you to practice your English. Yes, next please. Okay, now I have a game for you that we can play together. I hope that's possible. Yes. But we need to allow some of the participants to be like co-hosts so they can speak and we can hear them speaking. Yeah, please. Yeah. Maybe just 10 participants, that would be enough, just for us to give an example. Check.
So it's okay. I mean, like this is already finished for the presentations, right? From nations. So now we are going to go to the games, right?
Yes.
Okay. So then what should we do for this game actually?
Okay, so for this game, for example, I will say an English word. For example, English. We just start with the first one, English. And then see what is the last letter of my word in English. It ends with H, okay?
So I have to start with the word H.
Exactly.
Our.
Yeah,
kind of
that's
that
a
way.
very interesting game for us
Okay.
to remember and to recall the vocabulary. Yeah, we do
Ah.
have a lot of vocabulary in mind that we haven't used for so long.
Yes.
And when we play this game, we start to recall those vocabulary. And it's a very fun and interesting game. And I play it
Okay.
with my students, and it's really good. And,
Okay,
yeah.
so in this case, are we going to invite the participants to unmute themselves, or do we need to choose how many participants do you want? And then,
only 10 participants, that would be okay. Just for
Okay.
us to give them example.
all right,
how to
so
play
it means all the participants, all the students, you need to raise, probably raise hand, and we might need to unmute those who raise their hands.
Okay.
And after that, we will have some names and we will start with the game. Is that true?
Yes.
Okay, right. So mungkin buat semua partisipan yang di sini yang mau ikutan gamenya, kita butuh 10 orang, ya. Jadi nanti first raise your hand, ya. Nanti operator kita akan unmute, ya. And then you listen carefully. Pastikan tidak ada back sound-nya pada saat di unmute. Kalau ada back sound-nya nanti yang lain dengarnya back sound-nya, ya. Okay, so is it? Are we ready for that one? For the unmuting? Masih ada yang itu ya, admit ya. Okay, so once again, oh ya, mungkin sebelum kita mulai, we would like to invite you to join our or to follow our Instagram. The address is @Ivy League BDG. Kalau saya spell IVYLEAGUEBDG. Oke, tadi di Bosra sudah kasih announcements that we're going to choose let's say 10 students or 10 participants who can answer asking the questions, very interesting questions, and you will get phone credit or it can be OVO, yeah. But first of all, the first requirement, you must follow our Instagram. And it is very good if you do selfie, ya. Kalian lakukan selfie, terus posting. Nanti di postingnya itu dibilang gini, Stadium Jenderal FKIP Universitas Pasundan. Hashtag, pakai hashtag ya. Kemudian hashtag Stadium Jenderal, gitu ya, FKIP Unpas.
Pakai yel.
Hah?
Pakai yel.
Nggak pakai yel?
Yel.
Oh boleh, kata Pak Ismail Husni, pakai yel. That's a good idea actually. Jadi kalau yang makin berkreatif, jadi nanti fotonya selfie ya. Kalau bisa di belakangnya backgroundnya nih, saya lagi ikutan Stadium General ya, selfie. Terus udah gitu nanti di tag Ivy League-nya @IvyLeague, hashtag tadi Stadium General FKIP Unpas, hashtag Ivy aja, plus ditambahkan yel-yel yang menarik supaya Unpas FKIP Unpas punya yel-yel baru ya Pak. Gitu. Boleh ya? Silahkan be creative ya. As creative as you can. Ya, terserah yelnya. Mangga mau pakai bahasa Sunda boleh ya Pak ya? If you want to try English, that will be very good too, right? Jadi siapa tahu nanti FKIP punya yel-yel baru ya Pak ya? Oke, bisa pakai itu dan tadi, nah kalau kalian melakukan itu nanti kita akan memilih nih tambahan 2 orang yang akan mendapatkan voucher OVO ataupun voucher phone credit. Jadi kenapa kok ada 2 Bu? Kalau misalnya yang nggak punya OVO kita tetap kasih tapi bentuknya dengan voucher pulsa ya. Tapi kalau yang punya OVO nanti kita kirimin lumayan lah buat GrabFood ya. Kan sekarang sistemnya digital ya. Oke, jadi silahkan follow Ivy League Instagramnya Ivy League @Ivy League BDG gitu ya. IVYLEAGUE oke, BDG ya. Oke, setelah itu nanti kalian sekali lagi selfie ya, pakai hashtagnya hashtag General FKIP Unpas hashtag ke Ivy aja gitu ya. Kalau yang mau berkreasi tambah yel-yel seperti kata Pak Usmaul Husni boleh silahkan. Nanti kita akan cari pemenangnya yang paling kreatif. Tapi tetap ya, we are going to ask you to make a questions ya. Questionsnya mungkin di chat kali ya Bu ya. Bu MC ya. Di chat ya. Nanti kita akan lihat yang paling menarik itu yang akan mendapatkan hadiah gitu ya. Lumayan dapat phone credit atau you can get OVO ya. Kalau insya Allah ya Pak ya secepatnya doakan supaya Ivy League bisa memberikan umroh nanti. Oke. So, have you got the participants yet? Sudah adakah partisipannya? Atau kita kasih contoh dulu sama Pak Ismail Husni, kita main dulu Pak. Kita main dulu, silakan. Busra, you first.
Okay. Read.
So who's go first? Maybe from Pak Ismail Husni,
Okay.
you, me, and then Ica, and then
Maybe
you
we
first.
start and then we
Yeah.
Just choose
You mention one word and then the end of the letter, then we make the new word.
Continue, okay.
Sambung kata, betul.
Okay, freedom.
Dream.
Freedom.
Oh
Yeah.
my God, yes,
Okay.
That's it.
It's okay. Just
Just
so I move to
Yes,
me.
yes.
Okay, your path.
out. Yes.
Okay. Make.
Eat.
Eat. So you get
Speak, yes. Freedom from speech, freedom from eat. There's so many.
eat. She said eat. EAT. So you have to make a sentence. Make a word start with T.
Eat.
No, T.
T.
T. Okay. To try.
Try.
Why? No.
No.
Try.
Try and
Why? No, you.
you. Okay. Umbrella.
Again?
Okay. Again.
Again, I ask you.
And.
And
You-
Okay, only one word.
yes.
Yeah. One word only.
Again.
And. So the end is you have to make a word start with N.
And. Okay. Wait, I'm getting confused. And
And that's different.
okay. And
And one word only.
okay, and you?
And okay, so and let's see, normal. Love. Oh my God. Elves. Elves.
Short.
So you have to start with T. One word from T.
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 Okay. Tell me.
Tell.
North.
Tell.
Tell.
Oh,
Tell. L. And again. Okay. Northwest.
Toast.
Oh, another T. Letter T.
Okay. 2.
Two it means like number 2. Oh my God, that's D. D. Okay, I make it simple. Day.
Yes.
Okay, this sounds like never-ending game, yeah. Okay, do we have the participants already? Is there any participants? Oh, I guess that there are a lot of questions, yeah. But do we have the participants? Oh, question sessions. Okay, we the one who play actually. Yeah, they don't play. No, they already make some questions, so we're going to go to session questions. So serious. Okay. So how do we read the questions? Because tell you the truth, I cannot read without my glasses.
Is there any question? Okay. So,
I mean, like maybe the easiest one. Can anyone give me the what is it? The link. I can just join the Zoom and then I can read the what is it? The questions directly. Oh, you're going to read it. Okay. So it means we're going to answer the question by one by one, yeah? After
Okay.
we listen to the questions, we answer it directly. Then the next question. It will be like that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Answer directly.
Okay, thank
Okay.
you.
So the question will be from Rosiana from C class of Indonesian language and literature major. My question is how to give a great responses when we were do the speaking test. Sorry if my grammar was bad. I still learning. Thank you.
Okay. So firstly, she said sorry for it was bad. It means the teacher who's saying this, like the person who asked the question or the student. Or the student say, I'm sorry for. Okay, you can just encourage them to not to be sorry about their mistakes. Say, oh, don't say sorry again. We are just here to learn together. As I usually like tell this to my students, I don't like make them feel a teacher, but mostly I'm just a learner like they are. We are friends. We learn from each other. So I break the ice. So I break that distance. I don't, what is it? I don't let the much distance between me and the student. We come like closer, so they will not be shy to talk in front of me or to make mistakes. Thus, not being what is it? Not being shy to make mistakes or apologizing for their mistakes. So you just encourage them and say, don't apologize. It's a good way for you to practice your English and to improve it. So if you make mistakes now, you can just give the students feedback. Don't stress much on the, for example, yeah, some of the teachers, they just focus on every mistakes the students make. So don't stress much on this, just especially if it's a speaking class. Just give them the freedom to talk, give them the freedom to express themselves. Try not to correct their pronunciation mistakes or any grammar mistakes, especially, I mean, in the, for the speaking classes. Just give them the freedom to talk and to express themselves and to see all what is in their minds, even though they make grammar mistakes or pronunciation mistakes. Yeah, I hope I answered your question.
Okay. Second question, Miss. Hello, my name is Ega from A class of Indonesian language and literature major. I want to ask about IELTS and TOEFL. Which one maybe, yeah? Which one is more important? And what is the differences between them?
Okay. Ibu Yuk has an answer for this one. She knows better.
Okay, so if you ask us which one is better or which one is, what is it? What's the question? Which one is more important?
Yeah, which one is more important?
Oh, okay. I would say both of them are important because both of them are actually international test language. Yeah. So you don't have to master both of them. No need to be like that. You can master one of them. So if you have a plan to study abroad, especially, yeah, you have to find out first what are the requirements. Yeah, so there are some countries, I would say England, UK, yeah, just like my name, UK. Okay, UK actually only require IELTS, not TOEFL. Yeah, so if you have a plan to go study abroad, yeah, for your master degree, for example, then you want to go to UK, then you definitely need to have IELTS. But if you go to other countries beside UK, you can either have TOEFL or IELTS. But now, if you say what are the differences, basically no differences, only the way they give the questions. Ya, jadi hanya pertanyaannya saja yang berbeda. Tapi the way they grade it, I mean like the score, yes, different. IELTS is 1 to 9. And for TOEFL, there are two types of TOEFL, TOEFL IBT and TOEFL PBT. So locally in Indonesia, we use TOEFL PBT. The score is around like 500. Yeah. So if you want to be, let's say, get the job or go to the university easily, so I guess that your TOEFL should be around 550. Yeah, for the paper base. But then for the IBT TOEFL, that's the internet base, you will use it if you want to study abroad, because in other country, they don't use TOEFL PBT anymore now, yeah? So you have to use IBT TOEFL. The score is 0 to 120. So what are the sections, yeah? You need to do reading, listening, writing, and speaking. Yeah, so 4 skills. Yeah, so what are the differences? It's only the matter of questions. Yeah, so if it is TOEFL or IBT TOEFL, they will do all multiple choices. Yeah, but for IELTS, it's going to be mixed type of questions between multiple choices, matching, fill in the blank. Yeah. And then the type of writing is quite different. And maybe the one that is totally different is the speaking. So if it is speaking for IELTS, it's going to be 101. So the interviewer will be from like England or America or Australia, will interview you directly. Yeah. Meanwhile, for IBT TOEFL, because PBT or paper-based TOEFL, they don't have speaking. Meanwhile, for IBT, they have speaking. Because you are taking it using internet, so you're going to use headset, then there's a microphone, then you will listen to the questions and you will talk by yourself, and then it will be recorded. That's the difference. Yes, okay. So if you have any more questions, you can DM aja, I feel like nanti dikasih tahu penjelasannya. Thank you.
What about listening?
Listening, yes. I mean like for the TOEFL, the listening will be recorded too, like that. So
for TOEFL, for example, the students will be listening to someone who like speaks American accent.
Okay, yeah. IELTS more into like British accents because it is made by Britain or UK. Meanwhile, for TOEFL, it's more to American, but then you can find both actually, but the presentation are different. Yes, thank you.
Okay, for the third questions. Good morning. My name is Amelia Rizky Aprilianti. I am from Indonesian Language and Literature major. In learning English, I have some problems. When I try to speak English with other people, I can understand what they are saying. And also, I know what I'm going to talk about. But it's kind of hard to say directly. So my question is, what is the most effective method to dealing with? Or could you please give me some tips?
Okay, so she knows actually what she want to say. Everything is in her head, but she cannot say it. Maybe she has some, I don't know, like most students in this case, like they have maybe some pronunciation problems. That's why they don't want to say what's actually in their mind. Maybe if the grammar is okay, the vocabulary is okay, or the only problem is the pronunciation. And that one of the reasons that hinders them from speaking their minds. So at this point, don't be shy first to speak it, even though you make some pronunciation mistakes. Don't be shy. And you have to improve these skills, either pronunciation or any other like problems that you have. For example, for pronunciation, try first to listen to native speakers. How do you pronounce things? How do the words are pronounced? And try to imitate them. Just listen, for example, to a native speaker saying, read, read, and then try to say it the same way, okay? That's how, yes, and there are a lot of applications in the internet that you can use for this matter. Yeah, I think that's all. And yeah, one more thing. Yeah, so don't try to translate from Indonesian from Bahasa Indonesia to English. Some of the English learners do this. I consider it as a mistake, because while you are translating, you would not get the correct translation. When I say translation, I don't mean go to Google and translate using Google Translation. No, I mean in your mind, you try to do some kind of translation. For example, I went somewhere yesterday. I think in Bahasa you say kemarin saya pergi ke etc. So kemarin, it doesn't, I believe in Indonesian, it doesn't mean just yesterday, but it means sometime in the past, right? Yes, that's it. So some of the students make this mistake. If they want to say, I went somewhere in the past, they say yesterday. I say, oh, yesterday you went there. No, no, not yesterday. It's last Saturday. So you see the problem where. So don't try to translate from Bahasa or any other language to if you want to learn English. Just learn English by its own. That's it.
Okay, for the next questions. Hi, my name is Mentari from Economic Education. I have permission to ask in English. There are several accents actually where, I mean, I only read the text that the student types, yeah, even though like it's a mistake. Okay, where do the accents come from and what are the differences from the existing accents? So she's asking about accents. Maybe which one is more important or better?
I don't think there is a more important or better accent as much as the listener or the audience, the people that you are talking to do understand actually what are you trying to say. If you like American accent, go for that. If you like British accent, go for that. Just make it clear. Just make your accent clear for others to understand you. That's the main point. There's nothing important or not important. Okay, that's it.
Okay. Okay. Let's try to let the student ask by themselves. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. So I would like to invite Asti. Okay, Asti Puji Astuti. Okay, sorry. Okay, Asti Puji Astuti. Biasa. Keseringan ngomong bahasa Inggris, Bu. Maaf, Bu ya. Okay. Wait. Jurusannya. Oke, silakan Asti untuk bertanya secara langsung dan sebutkan jurusannya dari jurusan mana.
I'm from Indonesian language. I want to ask about can someone who is bilingual speak English like a native speaker? Because bilingual have their own dialect. Thank you.
Can someone who has bilingual
Yeah.
Oh, to be able to speak English just like the native.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you practice, you can. For me, I'm blank also, but I'm far from being a native like a speaker. But there are a lot of other people that could improve their pronunciation just as natives. It
Just
doesn't
like me.
come overnight. You will not have that native or accent like natives overnight or in a week or even a year. You have to work really hard on that. And of course you can. If you want, you will get that. Wherever they say, wherever there is a way, there is a way. If you want something, you will get it. So just work hard on that. As I said, listen to music, listen to songs, watch movies with subtitles, read, write. So focus on all the skills, the 4 or the 5 skills, and be patient with that. As I said, it will take some time, but you can get there, inshallah. Good luck.
Okay, thank you, Asti.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, we still have the opportunity for other questions, yeah? Okay, the next question, I would like to invite Husni Aulia, but not Husni Tamrin. Okay, Husni Aulia from PGSD. Okay, darling, where are you? Husni Aulia from PGSD. Ayana, menangkan.
Yeah, I'm Husni from PGSD. Want to ask you, in your first time learning English, how to increase your self-confidence?
Okay, how to increase self-confidence?
Yeah, of course you can do it. You are a smart person. You are a very strong person, and don't care about negative or criticism from others, negative comments from others. Don't listen to those who say, oh, you cannot do it. Oh, you cannot speak like native speaker. Like, come on, you are from Indonesia and you have like some accent in your English. Bahasa. No, you can. Just believe in yourself and trust yourself that you can. As I mentioned before, one of the tips that you can use is just talk to yourself in front of a mirror. You see yourself, you face it, and then talk with yourself. That's how you can boost your self-confidence. Of course, don't wait for someone to trust you or to believe in you if you don't believe in yourself first. You got me? So believe in yourself first. Believe in your abilities. Believe in your ambitions and your dreams. Follow your dreams and you will get there. Absolutely. It will take some time. But if you don't give up, you will get where you wanna be. I mean, I wish you all the best. I wish, or I hope I answered your question.
Okay.
It's everything. Yeah.
Okay, the next question
is everything.
Okay, the next question. I would like to invite Galih Nurdiansa from Biology Education. Okay, Galih, are you there? You can unmute yourself and try to ask the question by yourself. Galih. Galih Nurdiansa. Galih. Nah, itu Pak. Betul. Gali, are you alive? Are you there, Gali? Okay. Okay, Gali. Ooh, okay, welcome.
Yeah, I
Ayo
think the
nak,
question
silakan
is
tanya
my name
sendiri
is
nak ke
Zandianza. I'm
native-nya.
from Biology Education. Yeah.
Sorry, we cannot hear you.
Okay,
Would you
your voice, please.
Yeah. My name is Galino Diansyah. I am from Biology Education.
Okay.
And the question is same, but maybe I will change it.
Okay.
I think how to encourage self-confidence when talk to everyone when using English. I think that's it, the question.
Okay.
I didn't get
How to improve the self-confidence when he talk with native or others who speak in English, not being frozen in front of people.
Yeah, so yes, first thing is, as I mentioned, and like many times, believe in yourself. Don't feel inferior. Don't think like those people that are in front of you are better than you. Okay, so just feel like you are equal. Okay, that's how you will feel like relaxed, and you will just speak, and you will speak out or speak up your mind without feeling shy or without feeling nervous. Okay, so I conducted a research actually on speaking anxiety. Speaking anxiety of students, like students who try to learn or to speak English and get nervous in speaking. Most of the reasons, or the most common or involved or mentioned reasons by the participants is I'm afraid or I don't want to be judged by others. Because if I make mistakes in front of them, they will laugh at me. They will make jokes. Okay? So firstly, don't think about that. No one will laugh at you anyway, even though you make mistakes. No one is perfect. You know, no one is perfect. Everyone makes mistakes, and that's totally okay. Just be confident. Believe in yourself. You are not inferior. You are just like others. Maybe you have some problems with your English, but you have other skills. Okay, you are good at something else. Maybe those that you are in front of you and you are scared of them, maybe they only can speak English and they lack other skills. You get what I mean? So no one is actually better than you. Believe in yourself. You are good. You have everything needed. You have abilities. And just try to foster those abilities, improve them to get better. And I'm not saying just keep doing mistakes because no one cares. No, it's okay. I'm just saying don't care much about others, but work on yourself instead. Improve yourself. If you make mistakes today, make sure you don't make it the next day. All right? Good luck. Break a leg.
Okay. Okay. So the next questions from Silti Ayu Rahmasari from Primary Teachers Education. Silti.
Okay, let me introducing myself. My name is Silti Ayu Rahmasari from Primary Teacher Education. Please version to ask, how do you make a good correction English fluent? What are some tips so that we don't get nervous then speak English, but I still have trouble learning English? Thank you.
Sorry, but how to speak without getting in trouble?
Okay, how do you make good and correct English fluency? What are some tips so that we don't get nervous when speaking English? So that will be the question. How do you make good and correct English fluency?
Okay, so for that one, don't get nervous if if you are, for example, going to present. I believe that most of the students are required to present in the classroom. So one of the most things that makes students nervous, like besides making mistakes and so on, is lack of preparation. If you don't prepare the material that you are planning or you are going to present, make sure you will get nervous, of course, because you will be standing there in front of the audience, in front of your classmates, and you don't really know actually what are you going to talk about. Here it's not only about English. This happen in any other things. Even if you want to make a presentation about biology or any other major or any other field, you will get nervous because of lack of preparation. So the tip here, if you want to, for example, make a presentation, make sure you prepare beforehand. Yeah, make sure you prepare. Know what are you going to talk about. And before you come to the class, before you come in front of others, stand first in front of a mirror, in front of your parents, in front of your friends, present in front of them. Ask their feedback. They will help you with their feedback and their comments. They will say something that you didn't actually pay attention to. So learn from their feedback, from their comments, from their advice. If there is no one, as I mentioned, if there's no one among your family members or your friends that is really interested to listen to you, just go in front of a mirror. That's what I do, actually. And even before I came here, I did what I'm talking about now. I stand over a mirror. No, I wasn't preparing, just I'm talking to myself that I can do it. And yes, I'm here, you know? So it's very important. I'm really underlying this. It's very important to talk to yourself. It's very important. That's it.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. And for the last questions, yeah. Oh, masih 9. Okay. The next question will be by Astri Wulan Samosir dari jurusan PGSD. Astri Wulan Samosir. Oke, silakan Nak pertanyaannya.
Let me introduce myself before. So my name is Astri Wulan Samosir. My major is primary school teacher education, and I too shy to speak English with friends or family. We can speak English in the mirror. Can you explain the other tips to make us not too shy when we are speaking on the public? Because when we are some friends or some students or some people when they are speak on English, they are too shy or too afraid because some people will judge them. So can you explain the other tips as confidence to speak English in public?
Okay. Okay, thank you, Astri. You said that you have a method of talking in front of the mirror, right?
Yes.
And she asked for another method. Is there any other? Thank you.
Other method. The only method maybe is you have to improve your English as much as you can, and choose your friends well. Don't go with toxic maybe friends, if I can call them, who try to like put you down and make jokes on you. First, try to get good friends that have the same goal as you, that have the same ambition as you. You want to learn English, do you want to learn English too? And then you can learn this together. That's how you can practice it, and in a comfortable environment. You can start with this before you go to public. You can start with your comfort zone, with your friends, for example. You can start together to practice and either speaking or either chatting. I know you may not be confident enough to chat with anyone using English. Like you will ask, like, what happened with you? Are you trying to be like kind of arrogant? We are Indonesians, and why are you talking with me in English? Like, yes, bahasa saja. So I advise you to start first with your friends that have the same the same way of thinking, maybe if I can call this, that have the same goals in life. Okay, do you want also to learn English as you? Then you can start with that. You can practice together, chatting, talking, watching movies together, playing games together as we played earlier. You can start with that one too, to improve your vocabulary and to fresh your mind. Okay, so yes, start with these few things, and automatically you will find yourself talking with others. You will find yourself automatically standing in front of others without feeling shy. Because as I mentioned, if you know already the reasons or the causes of your shyness or of your nervousness when you speak to others, you will find the solution. Okay?
Cek. Oke, dapat dipahami, Mbak Astri?
I mentioned some of the applications.
Okay.
Yes, like Duolingo, you can use that. Elisa Speak. Yeah, a lot of applications.
Oke. Kalau masih ada yang belum jelas, mungkin nanti bisa langsung DM ke IG-nya iFilik ya. Di situ nanti silakan dilanjutkan pertanyaannya. Nanti insya Allah dari pihak iFilik akan menjawab pertanyaan dari rekan-rekan mahasiswa. Oke, pertanyaan terakhir karena sudah berjumlah 10. Sebentar, ini bukan di bawahnya dong, masih ini. Oke, yang berikutnya dan yang terakhir adalah Fadila. Fadila from Economic Education. Okay, I would like to invite Fadila. Please ask the question to the native by yourself. Okay. Oke, silakan Nak.
Hi, my name is Hadian Fadila. I'm from Economic Education. I have a problem with my English. I really understand what other people say in English, but I can't or I'm confused what to answer. The question is, what should I try? What should I try so I can answer with English correct?
Okay. Okay. So he understands what other people say, but he's having difficulties in answering how to reply the question or the conversation. So how to face that kind of situation, ma'am?
Okay, so what's the reason that hinders you or is an obstacle for you that you cannot answer? Why? Shall I?
Because I'm confused. I'm confused to answer that, Miss.
Oh, so yeah, maybe he's scared to give wrong answers or use a wrong vocabulary, maybe.
Yes.
Yeah, it's the same point. Yeah, just some students, you know, are not confident enough to speak. And yes, I'm not trying to judge anyone. I'm just saying, like, it's happened to me as well. I'm still trying to learn Bahasa, and you know, my Bahasa is really terrible. I've been living here for 4 years, and it's really like I don't know how to describe it, you know. And sometimes I avoid like using or speaking Bahasa, because yes, no one will understand me anyway. My pronunciation is terrible, and yeah, it's been like long time, and I couldn't improve any pronunciation skills in Bahasa language. What you can do, if you actually, it depends. If, for example, you don't have enough vocabulary that can allow you to speak, you have to work on your vocabulary first. Maybe you want to say something, but you don't have those words in English. You only have them in Bahasa. But now we are in an English context. Like I am not allowed to choose any Bahasa. Then I just keep silent. Okay, if that's the problem, or if that the reason, just work on your vocabulary. How you can improve your vocabulary? Reading. You can start read novels, newspapers, journals, papers. If you are students, and then you have to write like a thesis or paper, just try to read this and try to understand the context, as I said beforehand. And if you don't understand some words, some vocabulary, try to look it up as a dictionary. Okay, so try to actually to have a notebook that is, we can just call it specifically for vocabulary. Try to learn at least one vocabulary a day, at least one. There are some applications for vocabulary. I don't remember which one. Maybe vocabulary agenda or something like this. Okay, you can Google it. You can find a lot of like applications that what is it? Share with you one vocabulary every day. Every day they send you one vocabulary with explanation, of course, and how it is pronounced. Okay, if your problem is with vocabulary, you can start with this, reading a lot. By reading, of course, you will gain a lot of vocabulary, a lot of new vocabulary, and try to use it every time. Okay, if you learn this vocabulary today, try to, try to revise it again the next day, okay? Make sure it is stick in your mind. Not only that, you have to use it. Not only learning and yes, it is there. No, if you don't use it, it's gone again. So learn vocabulary and use it on a daily basis. If you can't use it in your classroom or with your friends, or try to write it down while writing your diaries, try to use those new vocabularies. Okay, while chatting, use those vocabularies. Okay, so just make sure you use your language, use it. If you don't use it, it's gone. Be sure of this. Okay, that's one of the reasons. Like if you cannot speak because of lack of vocabulary, you can improve vocabulary first. If because you are, as I mentioned beforehand, like almost all the students have the same problems. They are shy to talk in front of others because they make mistakes, blah, blah, blah. Work on your pronunciation skills first. Work on that, improve it, vocabulary, pronunciation. Just read a lot, write a lot, listen to music, listen to song, everything provided, everything that is there, use it. And now we have a lot of applications for chatting, for contacting or connecting with people around the world. You can use those applications for good.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, time. Okay. I hope I answered your question clearly. And thank you guys for joining our event. I really hope you learned something new. Thank you very much for your attendance, and see you again.
Okay. I think this is the end of our what our speakers answer to the questions. And now let's come to the end of this program. We do have a lot of activity this morning, and from this activity, I can conclude in only very simple word what you said. The conclusion is, if you say only 3 words, I say like this: practice makes perfect.
Exactly. That's exactly.
Yes?
Practice.
Yeah, practice. So everyone, please do a lot of practice. As I told you in the class, that do a lot of practice, because practice makes perfect. If you do a lot of practice, you will be getting used to. Even speaking, listening, writing, and also everything. All the component of languages, if you do a lot of practice, it will be perfect. Okay, I think that's enough for today. And do you want to say the final statement? Okay.
Yeah, you want to answer something? Yes, please.
Yes. Yeah. Final statement is.
Oh. Okay. Okay, sebelum closing. So let me introduce myself first. Kayaknya dari tadi ya. Okay, my name is Yuki Shanti and I'm the director of Ivy League English Institute. So here we have been cooperated for more than 3 years, and we would like to stay grateful to UNPAS, especially for FKIP, because always invited us for this Stadium General. And my hope is like, I hope that you are all the participants, yeah, semua participants, all the students can get the the benefits of from this program actually, yeah. So one of them is practicing your English. Oh, by the way, Miss Brosra has told you a lot, that even Pak Ismail Husni has also told you that practice makes perfect, right? Yes, that it is true, ya. So don't be hesitate. Tadi juga disebutkan bahwa nggak usah ragu-ragu when you want to study English, or like when you want to speak English. Now, with the globalizations right now, yeah, so I think that English is not something that you have to be afraid of. I think English is something that a language that you must master it well. So I would say it's more into must, ya. Nggak boleh lagi takut belajar bahasa Inggris, nggak boleh lagi takut bikin kesalahan. Anyway, if you are making mistake when you are learning English, I think that's some kind of like very normal. English is not our language, so probably if you still make mistake while you are learning, that's definitely fine, yes. But then if you have learned for many years and you still use, or maybe you still make the same mistake, that's supposed to be some kind of like a questions. What's going on with my English? But doesn't mean that you will lose your confidence. Yeah. So the first key to have a very good English, or the ability of speaking English well, is to have a very good self-confidence. Kalau misalnya saya kasih contoh, mungkin ya kalau kita lihat di daerah pariwisata, banyak anak-anak yang sebenarnya bahasa Inggrisnya nggak bagus-bagus amat, tapi karena pede aja gitu ya. So I guess that the tourists can communicate with them, even though sometimes yes there are a lot of miscommunications, ya sebetulnya. Tapi because of their confidence, it seems that tourists are just fine, ya. Mereka baik-baik saja gitu ya. So don't be hesitate with that one. Seperti yang tadi sudah disebutkan juga bahwa learning English can be by yourself, ya. But I would say that learning language should be with a partner, because speaking, yeah, or language is something that you have to speak, yeah. If you say like, what about writing? Okay, so basically. For writing also you need partner. Kenapa saya bilang kita perlu partner? For example, when I'm writing something, I would consider that my writing is very good, yeah, and this is all about my ideas. But then I would ask someone else to read my writing. Then I would ask my friends, for example, what do you think about my writing? Then my friend will ask me like this. Are you talking about your hobby only, or do you talk about something else? And I said like, I talk about something less, blah, 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 blah. Tapi ternyata teman saya nggak mendapatkan itu semua. So it means that ketika kita delivering ideasnya, ada sesuatu yang tidak tersampaikan. Makanya kenapa kalau kalian lihat yang namanya penulis terkenal sekalipun masih punya editor. Ya, jadi karena memang pada saat kita menulis, kan kita membuat tulisan itu for someone else, for others, ya. Jadi kalau saya buat lagi, speaking and writing is more into like productive skill. Berarti kita producing something for someone else, ya. Jadi that's why we still need partner. Meanwhile, if we are talking about listening and reading, it's more into like receptive skill. It means that I'm the one who need to understand it. Jadi saya yang harus mengerti. Berarti buat diri saya sendiri dong, gitu ya. Nah, itu berbeda. Berarti kan kita belajar untuk diri sendiri. Tapi kalau untuk reading dan writing and speaking, I think you need partners. Ya, in this case, for example, in Ivy League we have lots of methods. Ya, seperti tadi contoh, misalnya ada students yang dia practicing in front of the mirror. I guess that is a very good idea. Ya, tapi still you need some partner too. Tadi Bosra juga sudah bilang, you need to find someone or some community probably who has or who have the same goals. Ya, it's not about like, okay, we are still learning. Of course, we are going to make some mistake, and that's totally normal. Yeah. So, but then when you are having some kind of like community which has the same goals, I guess that you will improve a lot on your speaking skill, for example. Yes. So when you are learning or when you are practicing, maybe you can correct each other. I think maybe the way you say this supposed to be like this, for example. Yeah. Or maybe you try to learn something different, new vocabularies, new idiomatic expressions. Yeah. What makes us different from native speaker is actually the way we give the explanations. What I mean is like this. When we talk about, when we talk with native speaker, they will use lots of idiomatic expressions. Yeah. And then we, non-native speaker, will say it in just a normal word, using normal words. But for native speaker, they will use a lot of idiomatic expression. For example, very simple one. Let's say kalau misalnya kita bilang I'm in a rush, ya, kan itu biasa aja ya, kan kalau that's the way we say it. But then I have once my friends from Swansea in UK, dia bukan bilang seperti itu. I need to dash. Saya bingung pertamanya, what dash? What I know dash is actually garis gitu ya, a dash. Terus ternyata pas saya tahu lagi, oh it means like he's in the hurry, he needs to go right away gitu ya. Nah, that kind of thing that actually makes us different, a little bit different ya. Bukan kita nggak bisa, tapi memang kita tidak terbiasa menggunakan idiomatic expressions ya. So for example, I'm trying to explain about something, then my friend suddenly say like, oh come on you could, don't go around the bush. And I'm saying like, I'm not going around the bush anyway. Ya maksudnya, don't go around the bush. It means like nggak usah berbelit-belit deh, straight to the point. Nah, mereka sering menggunakan yang namanya idiomatic expressions. So probably when you are speaking with native speaker, you might get some difficulty in because it's not about you do not understand it, but then we do not get used to it of using idiomatic expressions. Ya, nah menggunakan idiomatic expression juga it happens to the writing. Yeah, if you want to have a very good skill in writing, not only you have to have a very good knowledge in terms of grammar and sentence structures or very good vocabularies, but also the idiomatic expressions. Jadi kalau misalnya di Ivy League suka gini, kalau misalnya mau dapetin IELTS nilainya 7, ada elemen-elemen yang tadi kenapa saya bahas IELTS? Karena tadi ada yang nanya gitu ya, apa sih bedanya IELTS, mana yang lebih important antara IELTS sama TOEFL. Nah saya kasih contoh ya. Jadi kalau misalnya IELTS pengen dapat nilai 7 itu kategorinya advanced level ya. So what kind of things should I write? It's not only you write about, of course, it has to connect it to the topic, yeah, to the questions, but also you have to manage your paragraph well. Ya, jadi dari mulai introduction-nya, body paragraph-nya, kemudian closing-nya. But then when you are trying to explain your ideas, at the same time you have to use written language and also idiomatic expressions. Nah, di sini kalau kita bicara tentang written language and spoken language, that actually two different things. Ya, jadi kalau misalnya you are writing and then you still write as you are speaking. Ya, so I guess that the skill of your writing is not. I mean, like you need to improve more on your speaking writing skill, ya. Karena kalau menulis itu nggak seperti ngomong gitu ya. Jadi kalau kita di awal-awal suka lihat, oh speakingnya masih contoh. So it is better for us to do it because misalnya because by having by having some kind of good explanation, student will understand. Itu adalah speaking language loh, ya. Tapi somehow you can put it into writing. Yang menurut banyak anak-anak participants di kelas kami itu it's just normal, ma'am. No, it is not normal actually, ya. Jadi speaking language itu berbeda dengan written language. Jadi kalau written language itu bahasanya harus lebih formal contohnya. Kecuali kalau kalian nulisnya novel, short story, that's another thing ya. Itu ilmunya beda lagi. Tapi if you are, let's say because I'm talking to future teachers ya. Kayaknya di sini kan rata-rata mungkin ya, kemungkinan karena di sini pendidikan ya. Future teachers, so it means that you need to be able to know or to master how to write English in formal language. Ya, karena berbeda dengan spoken language masalahnya gitu ya. Jadi ketika kayak misalnya kita menjelaskan it defines, kan kita nggak pernah misalnya ketika kita mendefinisikan sesuatu dalam hal in talking atau speaking and then we are using that kind of thing. Jadi agak sedikit berbeda. So ini juga nanti berlaku. I'm here to encourage you once you finish with your bachelor degree and then you want to go to a higher degree ya, misalnya mau kuliah master degree. Sekarang banyak loh beasiswa ya, don't worry about it ya. So there are a lot of scholarship not only from Indonesian government but also from other countries, from other foundations ya. So you can just find out more about it. And one of the requirement is actually either IELTS or TOEFL, and later on you will be asked to write a personal statement sama motivation letter. Yes, Bosra ya? Yes, ya. Bosra juga punya pengalaman seperti itu. Karena ketika ada students asing mau masuk ke satu universitas di luar, itu pasti akan diminta seperti itu. Nah, so it means that your ability is not only about speaking, but also in terms of writing. Yeah, because later on when you are a graduate, you need to make a thesis, right? You need to make a report, yeah, and then you need to write some kind of like paper. Those kind of writing, of course, absolutely needs what we call formal language writing, gitu ya. Jadi betul-betul bahwa apa namanya in English nowadays, kalau saya bicara dari berbagai aspek. Bukan lagi bahasa yang nanti aja belajarnya, bukan lagi seperti itu ya, tapi bahasa yang betul-betul harus kita kuasai, apalagi dengan era seperti ini. Ya, maksudnya memang sih kalau saya melihat tadi banyak ada aplikasi-aplikasi ya, there are a lot of application that you can use, but there are some skills, especially for productive skill ya, writing and speaking. Basically, we are learning language. Language is our media, our to communicate. Berarti we need partner, right? So that's why you need person, guidance, community, which can help you to improve your speaking ability or writing ability. Meanwhile, kalau reading sama listening, belajar sendiri, anak saya pun ya dengerin lagu aja lebih jago dari saya gitu ya. Maksudnya sekali dengerin langsung ya. Anak-anak sekarang kan mudah banget ya. Tapi kalau dengerinnya Korea terus ya susah juga ya bahasa Inggrisnya. Kan sekarang lagi booming ya Korea. Nggak apa-apa. Jadi bahasa Inggris bisa, bahasa Korea juga bisa. Kalau sekarang kan harus begitu ya. Jadi it's not only learning English, you're not only mastering English, but you're also mastering other things. Contoh misalnya, saya saat ini lagi belajar bahasa Mandarin sama Itali karena kita melihat bahwa kita perlu improving ourselves gitu ya. Once you master one international language, karena English itu adalah international language, kita master it well, then you can add with something else ya. Misalnya kalau sekarang yang lagi booming, saya pengen belajar bahasa Korea, go ahead gitu ya. Tapi tetap loh, kalau mau ke Korea juga tesnya IELTS, bahasa Inggris juga. Enggak bertes bahasa Korea dulu gitu ya. Kenapa? Karena saya punya beberapa students yang kuliah ke Korea, baik itu ngambil bachelor degree ataupun S2, tetap requirement pertamanya adalah IELTS atau TOEFL. Jadi balik lagi, semua tetap masuk requirement-nya international part-nya. IELTS atau TOEFL, then you will have additional skill which is Korean, gitu ya. Itu sedikit tips aja buat teman-teman di sini, ya mahasiswa di sini yang punya planning sekolah keluar. It's something very possible, ya. Nggak usah mikirin biayanya sekarang. Yang penting kalian modalin dulu kekuatan bahasa Inggrisnya, kemampuan bahasa Inggrisnya diperbaiki, Kemudian skill-skillsnya, kalau sekarang mungkin di browsing banyak ya, misalnya pertukaran pelajar segala macam itu sebenarnya menambah pengetahuan. So what is it? Going international is not impossible. It is possible, gitu ya. So with the technology nowadays kita bisa maju terus. Oke. Oh, ada pertanyaan. Pertanyaannya dari mana? IG ya? Oh, oke. Wait, I cannot read it. Oke, maklum ya faktor U nggak kelihatan. Oke, ini ada pertanyaan dari Elsa Maulina ya. Oke, dia bilang begini, hello ma'am, sorry I'm asking here because I didn't get to ask a question. Oh, she didn't get the chance to ask the question in the seminar. It's okay. I'm from civic education. How do you handle people who always think you are not good at English, even though you just want to learn and understand English better? So, kamu dianggap tidak, you're not good in English. I would say that I would just ignore that person. Kalau kata Bosra tadi, that's a toxic friends, ya. And probably that person, probably the one who cannot speak English. That's why he or she didn't want to be beaten by you. Mungkin nggak mau dikalahkan sama kamu yang sudah bagus bahasa Inggrisnya, ya. So if that friend does not give you any benefit, for me, I will just leave him, ya. Karena itu toxic friend banget. Kita sekarang tadi sudah dijelaskan bahwa bahasa Inggris bukan sesuatu lagi yang kalau kita ngomong bahasa Inggris dibilang, oh you're so arrogant, we are just Indonesian. No, bahasa Indonesia adalah bahasa ibu yang memang harus kita kuasai dan harus kita lestarikan. Tapi kalau kita mau maju, juga harus punya bahasa lain, yaitu bahasa Inggris salah satunya, gitu ya. So I think you don't have to worry a lot for those kind of people, you just leave them. Apa? What? Oh, okay. Ya, ada pesan sponsor. You can consult with us free in charge, ya. So sebetulnya gini, in Ivy League we have, if you are interested to study abroad, you can come to us actually, yeah, to ask a lot of questions, yeah. We have lots of information about scholarship, how to find the university, gitu ya. So you can just contact us sebetulnya, ya. Bukan promosi, tapi maksud saya gini, we're trying to open your opportunity to study abroad, ya, mendapatkan pengetahuan yang berbeda, ya, yang bisa diaplikasikan nantinya di Indonesia supaya Indonesia jauh lebih baik. Oke, mungkin sebelumnya saya akan umumkan dulu, ya. We actually have 10 students, ya. Jadi ada 10 students yang nantinya akan mendapatkan voucher, ya, berupa pulsa maupun OVO balance. Oke. Saya sebutkan dulu ya. We were giving you 25,000 rupiah, either for phone credits or OVO credits, ya. Nanti yang namanya disebutkan harap DM ke Ivy League, ya. Jadi DM ke Ivy League karena we do not contact you directly, it's quite difficult, ya. Yang pertama adalah Rosiana dari jurusan Bahasa Indonesia. Yang kedua adalah Amelia Rizky dari jurusan Bahasa Indonesia. Yang ketiga adalah Mentari dari jurusan Ekonomi. Kemudian yang keempat itu ada Husni Aulia. Oh, bukan Pak Husni ya. Husni Aulia dari PGSD. Kemudian ada Asti Puji Astuti dari Bahasa Indonesia. Ada Galih Nurdiansah dari jurusan Biologi. Kemudian ada Fadilah dari jurusan Ekonomi, ya. Nah, all of you will have 25,000 rupiah for phone credit or OVO balance, ya. Nanti bisa dari adminnya yang nge-DM. Ada Mbak Ica yang di sebelah saya nanti, ya. Oke, kemudian special price-nya we are giving you 50,000, ya, 50,000 phone credits or OVO balance. Itu ada 3 orang yang dapatnya, yaitu Ega dari jurusan Bahasa Indonesia. I really like the way you give the questions, ya. I think it's very informative. And then the next one is Sylvie Ayu Sylvie Ayu dari jurusan Biologi. Dan yang terakhir adalah Astri Wulan Samosir dari jurusan PGSD. Oke. Dan kita juga kasih voucher, ya, 25,000 rupiah voucher buat yang sudah follow Instagram, tapi nggak semua, ya. Oke, Mbak Ica, boleh diumumin siapa aja Mbak Ica?
Oke, kita ada 2 akun. Yang pertama, Nauba, A-nya 3 kali. Satu lagi, JY Priel. JY Priel. Nah, untuk 2 akun ini akan mendapatkan 25.000 ya untuk OVO balance atau pulsa. Nanti kalian bisa DM ke akun iFilik di iFilik BDG. Terima kasih.
Terima kasih semuanya. Pak Husni, mangga saya kembalikan ke Pak Ismail Husni.
Okay, I think our time is over and we have already finished with this program. And now get back to our host. Please.
Okay, thank you so much for the discussions. Thank you for the keynote speaker also, iFilik. And I think before we close the program, we would like to give the appreciations for the iFilik and also for the keynote speaker. So I would like to invite Bapak Darta, SPD MPD, to give appreciations. Please come forward. Once more for the certificate. Yeah, thank you so much, Pak Darta. Okay, the last one, we would like to invite the moderator and also Nutulen, Pak Ismail Husni, and also Pak Husni Tamrin, to get the appreciations. Okay, we are going to documenting this event for a while. Okay, finish, thank you.
Now the closing our Stadium General by Bapak Darta SPD MPD. To Bapak Darta SPD MPD, the time is yours.
Terima kasih, thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Sampurasun. Mohon maaf, saya akan menggunakan bahasa Indonesia saja. Ya. Puji dan syukur, alhamdulillah kita panjatkan kepada Allah SWT yang telah memberikan kesempatan kepada kita, ya, bahwa kita telah selesai melakukan Stadium General hari ini, menampilkan native speaker yang luar biasa ya pada saat ini. Message apa ya membacanya, Bosra Ed Rau ya. Agak sulit ya menyampaikannya karena berbeda dengan kultur kita ya. Tapi bagaimanapun kita patut ucapkan appreciate, terima kasih pada beliau ya. Terima kasih pula pada Pak Ismail Husni, dosen kita semua, Ibu dari Village, Ibu Yuke ya. Tadi nggak nampak wajah saya, sama Ibu juga nggak nampak pakai ini ya. Dan Ibu Ica ya, dan Pak Husni juga sama ya. Ini ada double Husni di sini ya. Yang satu Husni Tamrin, yang satu Ismail Husni ya. Ya ada double Husni. Bapak Ibu dan para panitia ya, terutama Pak guru saya Pak Musadad yang telah memfasilitasi kegiatan ini, para tim IT ya, tim e-learning ya, tentu saja saya tidak lupa mengucapkan juga terima kasih ke Ibu Elia dan Bu Dahlia yang telah memfasilitasi kegiatan ini, dan semuanya yang tidak bisa saya sebutkan satu persatu. Alhamdulillah sudah selesai ya. Saya mengutip kata-kata Pak Bana bahwa bahasa Inggris adalah emas ya, kalau data itu perak ya. Saya suka mengatakan bahwa silent is gold. Silent is golden. Ternyata tidak tepat ya, bahwa silent is golden itu tidak tepat ya. Bagaimana kita harus katakan, mungkin saya dulu berbahasa Inggrisnya salah. Saya mulai dari struktur, jadi menghafal ya. Kalau I kesananya M, kesananya apa, terus menghafal itu. Ternyata setelah direnungi bahwa belajar bahasa Inggris itu bukan dari situ awalnya, tapi harus dari listening ya. Saya juga kan belajar bahasa Indonesia mendengar ibu, bapak, teman-teman bicara, lalu saya membaca atau mendengar, kemudian setelah mendengar saya menebak makna kan gitu ya. Setelah mendengar mendebak makna ini apa maksudnya, terus menirukan dan seterusnya. Sehingga sampai saat ini bukan menyalahkan masa lalu, saya juga bahasa Inggrisnya lemah. Mungkin gara-gara salah ya, bergaulnya tidak dengan orang yang berbahasa Inggris gitu ya. Bergaulnya dengan orang Sunda, orang kita kalau ngobrol kurang pede kalau bahasa Inggris ya. Tapi kalau membaca alhamdulillah bisa paham gitu sedikit demi sedikit, walaupun kalau suruh mau bicara takut salah Pak, ya takut salah. Oleh karena itu ya little si I can gitu ya, gitu ya. Kalau mendengar di televisi, film, saya sudah suka tergoda melihat terjemahan. Padahal yang bagus itu nggak boleh ada terjemahan ya, biar sedikit-sedikit bisa menebak makna ya. Dan bahasa Inggris itu termasuk salah satu persyaratan menjadi global citizenship ya. Jadi kalau mau merambah ke dunia luar, kita harus mampu paling tidak berbicara atau mendengar dalam bahasa Inggris. Jadi salah satu syarat menjadi warga dunia ya, global citizenship itu adalah your English must very good ya, betul nggak? Ya, ya. Kalau saya mungkin the bad English ya gitu ya, tapi saya akan selalu berusaha ya, karena belajar tidak ada ujungnya ya Pak ya. Baik, tadi saya mendapatkan tugas dari Pak Dekan untuk menutup kegiatan ini ya. Saya ulang bahwa pertama saya ucapkan terima kasih ke pembicara, ke moderator dan semua yang di depan ini. Saya ucapkan terima kasih kepada Pak Dr. Andes Musadad Abdul Aziz ya, MPDI. Beliau ini sejak saya masuk di Unpas sudah jadi guru saya, sekarang juga masih tetap guru saya, jadi saya tidak berhak mengatakan bekas guru saya karena tidak ada bekas guru, semuanya adalah guru saya ya. Terima kasih Pak Mus dan terima kasih semuanya ya. Mudah-mudahan kegiatan ini menjadi inspiring moment buat kita ya, supaya jadi lebih baik nanti ya, terutama pada mahasiswa ya, karena bagaimanapun ke depan tantangan bagi mahasiswa lebih besar daripada kita semua yang sudah berusia lebih dari 40, 50 gitu ya. Bagi para mahasiswa kan bergaulnya juga demikian ya. Dan salah satu tantangan pendidikan ke depan adalah bahasa ya, bahasa Inggris itu ya. Saya juga menyampaikan sebetulnya istri saya lulusan bahasa Inggris UPI. Tetapi kenapa ya? Mungkin karena di rumah tidak dibiasakan bahasa Inggris, jadi saya tidak biasa. Kecuali kalau lagi berantem di depan anak, saya pakai bahasa Inggris, gitu ya. Supaya mereka tidak mengerti. Tapi lama-lama anak-anak mengerti juga, gitu ya. Atau kalau momen tertentu juga saya kadang-kadang menggunakan bahasa Inggris. Tapi bahasa Inggrisnya yang little gitu ya, ya tidak yang jelimet gitu ya. Saya juga menyesal ya tidak bisa bahasa Inggris dengan baik ya karena itu ternyata betul kata Pak Bana bahwa bahasa Inggris itu adalah golden emas ya, data itu perak ya dan seterusnya ya berarti perunggu dan besi dan sebagainya gitu ya selanjutnya. Ya. Kemudian kepada mahasiswa juga saya sampaikan bahwa nanti ya Anda sekalian, ini kan semester berapa Pak? Semester 3 dan 5 ya sekarang itu ya. Anda mungkin mendengar MBKM ya, MBKM Merdeka Belajar dan Kampus Merdeka ya. Nah, salah satu kegiatan MBKM itu atau bentuk kegiatan MBKM itu ada 8 ya. Ada pertukaran pelajar, ada kuliah di prodi yang berbeda dalam satu fakultas atau ada satu universitas. Kemudian ada kuliah di satu prodi yang sama di luar universitas, terus ya magang, riset gitu ya. Nah, kaitan dengan magang ya. Mungkin kita juga akan bekerja sama dengan Bu Yuke ya terkait dengan ini ya. Oh ya tadi ada Bu Peggy juga ya, nggak kelihatan Bu, punten Bu ya. Salam hormat Bu Peggy. Nggak kelihatan tadi karena kehalangan kehalangan TV ya gitu ya. Kita akan kerjasama untuk ini Bu, kalau diperbolehkan nanti ya diperluas kerjasamanya. Di dalamnya ada kegiatan magang. Karena salah satu kegiatan bentuk dari MBKM itu adalah magang. Magang baik di sekolah atau dimanapun, di tempat kerja atau dimanapun ya. Kita akan tambahkan itu di kerjasamanya nanti ya supaya nanti anak-anak kita bisa magang di Ibu ya. Dan magangnya 1 semester, tidak 1 2 hari, 1 semester. Nanti kita bicarakan terkait dengan itunya ya dan sebagainya ya gitu. Turunan-turunan dari situnya. Kalau ada mahasiswa yang berminat untuk magang di Ibu ya nanti setelah kerjasamanya ditandatangani mohon diterima gitu ya. Magangnya dibentuk seperti apa, intinya dalam 1 semester kita harus buat programnya, nanti ada pembimbing dari kita, ada pembimbing dari Ibu ya, kemudian mahasiswanya juga tidak akan banyak ya. Anda di semester 3 sekarang barangkali ada yang berminat untuk magang di Ivy League silahkan ya, nanti kita buat dulu kerjasamanya dalam 1 semester, siapa tahu setelah 1 semester Anda castisus bahasa Inggrisnya lebih luar biasa gitu ya. Gitu ya. Nanti Bu akan ketemu dengan Bu Yuke, akan ketemu dengan ibu-ibu yang lain di sana, dengan native speaker juga ya pasti ketemu ya. Jadi bentuk magang itu bisa di situ, bisa di mana-mana ya, bisa di tempat kerja. Kalau kependidikan mungkin lebih banyak magangnya di sekolah gitu ya. Tapi kita memberikan peluang yang lebih banyak lagi untuk magang ya di tempat Ibu misalkan, di PTK misalkan, di Balai Biro Pusat Statistik misalkan dan tempat-tempat lain gitu. Jadi nanti Pak Mus sudah ngobrol dengan saya terkait dengan itu ya. Jadi kita ke depan perluas kerjasamanya, ada pasal tertentu yang terkait dengan MBKM. Ya, Merdeka Belajar dan Kampus Merdeka. Bahkan nanti tahun depan mulai bulan Maret itu ada Liga MBKM. Liga. Jadi perguruan tinggi itu akan dibuat Liga ya, namanya Liga 1, Liga 2, Liga 3 kayak sepak bola Pak, ada Liga 1. Kalau Liga 1 itu yang 18.000 ke atas mahasiswanya. Kalau 5.000 sampai 18.000 itu Liga 2. Unpas kayaknya masuk Liga 2. Karena mahasiswa kita itu 16-17.000. Kalau 5.000 ke bawah itu Liga 3 ya. Nah, nanti dipertandingkan di situ dari berbagai halnya ya. Kabayang nanti bahwa orang itu akan pabaliut kemana-mana gitu ya. Ada yang eksodus, ada yang, tapi mudah-mudahan FKIP tidak eksodus melulu ya. Tapi ada juga dari luar ke sini gitu ya. Jadi istilahnya ada inflow, ada outflow. Kalau outflow kan keluar, kalau inflow ke dalam gitu ya. Mudah-mudahan. Nah, untuk yang ke dalam ini yang kita harus pikirkan bagaimana caranya supaya orang luar mau berkuliah di FKIP atau di Unpas. Kalau keluar pasti banyak yang mau. Siapa yang nggak mau kuliah di ITB? Siapa yang nggak mau kuliah di UPI? Tapi pertanyaannya, nerima nggak mahasiswa FKIP kuliah di ITB? Itu masalahnya ya. Nah kalau dari luar ya kita juga tidak mau ngambil mahasiswanya yang berasal dari levelnya yang lebih rendah. Maksudnya kan kita akreditasinya A, ya institusinya A. Kalau di FKIP kan ada yang A, ada yang B. Ya dari luar yang masuk ke sini jangan yang C gitulah ya. Paling enggak yang A lagi. Atau kalau untuk PGSD dan matematik karena sekarang masih B, ya bisa dari B lagi. Tapi institusinya harus A gitu. Kalau keluar kita juga harus memilihnya yang setara dengan kita gitu. Kalau keluar, kalau pertukaran belajar. Tapi kalau magang seperti di Ibu silakan gitu ya nanti. Makanya dibuat MOU-nya dulu ya atau MOA-nya begitu. Ya. Kemudian yang lain-lainnya ya saya ucapkan terima kasih para dosen yang telah membantu kita ya Pak ya dari mulai Bu Elia ya Bu Dahlia, Ibu Peggy ya kemudian Pak Husni ya Pak Husni double Husni ya. Ada juga yang lainnya siapa lagi Pak? Sudah ya 5 orang itu ya dan Bu Dahlia juga sudah di SK-kan di kita sebagai dosen magang di FKIP Unpas ya. Baik para mahasiswa yang saya banggakan ya, itu hanya cerita ya yang mudah-mudahan bisa menginspirasi Anda semua. Intinya bahwa kemampuan berbahasa Inggris itu ya penting, sangat-sangat penting ya. Saya juga menyesal tidak mampu berbahasa Inggris dengan baik walaupun kalau membaca saya paham ya. Kalau mendengar film saya paham ya. Kenapa? Kan ada selain ada omongannya juga ada body language dan sebagainya gitu ya. Ya. Saya kira cukup Bapak Ibu ya karena Bapak Ibu dan para mahasiswa sekalian yang saya banggakan ya karena tadi kami diminta menutup dan Pak Dekan juga menugaskan kami ya menugaskan saya untuk menutup ya. Sebelum ditutup saya mohon maaf yang sebesar-besarnya takutnya dari pelayanan fakultas kurang menyenangkan, kurang baik, kurang berkenan, mohon maaf ya. Dan Bapak Ibu sudah berkontribusi dengan baik terhadap kita terutama pembicara ya dan Ivy Liz yang sudah berapa tahun Bu ya dengan kita ya bekerja sama terus ya membimbing para mahasiswa kami ya. Saya juga kalau nggak salah mau memfollow IG-nya Ivy Liz ya gitu ya. Nggak tahu adminnya siapa ya. Cuma memfollow Ibu Busra saya belum ya. Ya. Nanti dan saya juga baca itu ya ininya di Ivy League apa aja yang ini ya. Baik ya terakhir saya ucapkan sekali lagi terima kasih kepada seluruhnya yang telah melaksanakan atau melakukan kegiatan ini dengan sebaik-baiknya ya. Dengan mengucapkan hamdalah, mari kita sama-sama mengucapkan hamdalah ya. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin ya. Kegiatan Stadium Jenderal ya dengan tema Improving Student Skills ya, listening, reading, writing, and speaking ya, dengan resmi saya nyatakan ditutup. Terima kasih, thank you for your attention ya. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you very much to Bapak Darta MPD who has closed this Studium General. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is the end of our program. So I would like to say thank you for your attentions. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Puja-puja bangsa di sana tempat lahir beta, dibuai dibesarkan bunda, tempat berlindung di hari tua, tempat akhir menutup mata. Sungguh indah tanah air beta, tiada bandingnya di dunia. Karya indah Tuhan Maha Kuasa bagi bangsa yang memujanya. Indonesia ibu pertiwi, kau ku puja, kau ku kasihi. Tenagaku bahkan pun siap untuk merindu, ku tak siap tanpa dirimu, ku harap terbaik untukmu. Datang akan pergi, lewatkan berlalu, ada kan tiada bertemu, akan berpisah, awal kan berakhir, terbitkan tenggelam, pasang akan suruh bertemu, akan berpisah. Hey, sampai jumpa di lain hari, untuk kita bertemu lagi, ku relakan dirimu pergi, meskipun ku tak siap untuk merindu, ku tak siap tanpa dirimu, ku harap terbaik untukmu. Hey, sampai jumpa di lain hari, untuk kita bertemu lagi, ku relakan dirimu pergi, meskipun ku tak siap untuk merindu, ku tak siap tanpa dirimu, ku harap terbaik untukmu.
U.S. President Barack Obama's oldest daughter, Malia, will begin.
Ivory English Institute is located in Bandung, West Java, Indonesia. This English course provides international test program that will improve your English skills and help you to pursue your higher education programs.
I fell in love with you watching Casablanca. Back row of the drive-in show in flickering light. Popcorns and cokes beneath the stars became champagne and caviars, making love on a long hot summer's night. I thought you fell in love with me watching Casablanca. Holding hands near the battle fans in Rick's candlelit cafe. Hiding in the shadows from the stars. Moroccan moonlight in your eyes, making magic of the movies in your own ocean way. Oh, a kiss is still a kiss in Casablanca. Kiss is not a kiss without your side. Please come back to me in Casablanca. I love you more and more each day as time goes by. I guess there are many broken hearts in Casablanca. You know I've never really been there, so I don't know. I guess our love story will never be seen on the big white silver screen, but it hurts just as bad when I have to watch you go. Oh,
Ya, saya sih masih ngobrol dulu sih Pak gitu ya. Karena kan memang saya kemarin ngobrol sama Peggy gitu kan ya. Secara dari pusat sih sebenarnya saya sudah dapat ini gambaran. Cuman mungkin secara detail dengan 90 jam, nah itu kan kita mesti nge-breakdown lagi nih Pak gitu. Kira-kira nanti anak-anak mesti bagaimana nih gitu loh. Itu sih sebenarnya Pak gitu. Itu kan perlu jangan sampai nanti udah oke ternyata beda gitu. Sama kayak gitu. Enggak tuh Pak